Liam's mistake at the airport has transferred the risk. Now Maya faces the immediate threat. She opens her laptop at a coffee shop in Charlotte, North Carolina, waiting for a routine message. And then, a stranger approaches her table asking about her favorite coffee. But in his hand, he is holding a specific, folded newspaper clipping.
That clipping is the hidden message. How does Maya use a single English phrase to confirm she has received the directive, signal compliance, and end the small talk, all without alerting the barista?
This isn't just small talk. This is the language of the drop-off. We teach you the English that says, "I understand the mission," while your face says, "I'll take the usual latte."
Welcome back to English Every Day with Podcast. I'm Daniel, and here is the phenomenal Sophia.
Today, we dive into the ultimate linguistic challenge, hidden message chat. It's the highest level of English fluency, using everyday phrases to conduct secret business.
Maya is blending in at a trendy coffee shop near the bustling Charlotte city center. Think of the kind of place you'd find in Seattle, Washington, or Boston, Massachusetts, full of remote workers, loud music, and expensive lattes. She's staring at her laptop, waiting for a digital signal, but the signal comes in a very old-school way.
A man, mid-50s, sharp suit, sits down at the table next to her. He's not overtly suspicious, just a regular patron. He's reading a newspaper, but it's folded in a very specific, inverted way. Maya instantly knows. This is the contact.
The moment he speaks, the casual atmosphere vanishes. He needs to confirm Maya is who he thinks she is, and she needs to confirm receipt of his message, the clipping, without acknowledging the paper or the mission.
Mind if I grab this chair? Looks like you got the last good spot.
Not at all. Go ahead.
Thanks. Did you see the latest news about the real estate market? It seems like every day the price of land just skyrockets.
I haven't checked the news yet. I'm waiting for a confirmation on a client file, but I've learned to always take those headlines with a grain of salt.
Ah, a healthy level of skepticism. I like that. But this one's a local story. It's about a new historical designation being placed on an old records building downtown. They say it'll impact everything.
That sounds like a fascinating local story. I can tell you're highly invested in the logistics of this area.
Just keeping tabs. Have a good morning.
That was a masterclass in coded conversation. The language sounded like polite small talk, but it contained a confirmation, a secret message, and a verification.
Take something with a grain of salt. Meaning, don't believe something completely. Be skeptical. Coded meaning, I acknowledge the general topic, but I am not committed to the surface-level meaning. This was her first signal. Example, he said the meeting was canceled, but I'll take that with a grain of salt till I see the email. Practice. Say it with me. Take that with a grain of salt. Highly invested, meaning deeply interested or committed to the outcome. Coded meaning, this was her explicit confirmation phrase. It signaled that she was the correct recipient of the message. Example, she's highly invested in the team's success this season. Practice. You seem highly invested. Historical designation. Coded meaning, it's a code word for the true target. It's an innocent-sounding term for a sensitive subject. Example, the old city hall was given a historical designation last year. Practice. Historical designation.
Now, for a fluency booster on decoding intent. You need to recognize when a seemingly casual question is actually a probe for specific information. Fluency builder. Is this a general inquiry, or is there a specific outcome you're aiming for? Meaning, this is a polite, professional way to ask, why are you really asking me this, without sounding defensive? Example, I can discuss the budget, but is this a general inquiry, or is there a specific outcome you are aiming for? Practice. Repeat after me. Is this a general inquiry, or is there a specific outcome you are aiming for?
The contact is gone. Maya calmly picks up the paper. She doesn't read the headline. She looks only at the bottom corner. Scrawled in tiny ink next to the stock market report is a single phone number, written next to the symbol for Texas Instruments.
Texas Instruments is a well-known public company, but why is its stock symbol being used to deliver a contact number in Charlotte? Is this a new accomplice, or is it a direct competitor of Phoenix Innovations trying to compromise her mission? What do you think the true meaning of the Texas Instruments symbol is?
Maya memorizes the number instantly. Her task is clear. Call the number, use a final coded confirmation phrase, and receive the true details of her Knoxville, Tennessee assignment. She glances up, and in the reflection of the glass window, she sees the contact is standing across the street, watching her.
And he's not alone. Standing next to him, with an expression of quiet determination, is Liam, the shadow from the airport.
Liam is here. They are working together. Maya has to call the number, but she's under immediate surveillance by the very people who might be her biggest threat. What single English phrase will she use to answer the phone and signal that she is not compromised?
Join us next episode as we teach you the most important language of all, the code of trust.
Maya knows she has to act. The number is memorized, and the two men, the contact and Liam, the shadow from the airport, are watching. Before she calls, she runs a quick mental assessment of her position. This requires high-level vocabulary to categorize the threat.
To analyze a threat in English, you need precise, descriptive vocabulary. This is the language of analysis.
I have immediate surveillance from two vectors. The contact is static, providing a recognizable baseline. Liam is the variable. His presence suggests a multi-layered operation. I need to proceed with the highest level of operational security to avoid unforeseen complications.
She pulls out her non-traceable phone. She has one chance to use the confirmation code, a phrase that must sound utterly normal if the call is intercepted, but is recognizable only to the receiver.
Hello, I believe I was asked to follow up regarding the Raleigh data points.
You have the correct channel. I'm receiving your data stream. Did you confirm the status of the historical designation?
The status is confirmed. We are ready to proceed with the next phase of the logistical profile.
Noted. Stand by for the file transfer.
That was an expert communication. Liam's error was being sloppy in public. Maya's success is using analytical, descriptive English to manage her risk. Let's look at the operational vocabulary that makes her sound smart and in control. Static versus variable. Meaning, fixed or unchanging, subject to change. Application. These formal terms show Maya is categorizing the threat. You can use these in business to describe fixed costs, static, versus sales volume, variable. Example, the delivery schedule is static, but the workload is variable. Practice, the cost is static, versus the budget is variable. Baseline, meaning the initial data or starting point for comparison. Application, the contact is a familiar threat, a predictable starting point for the mission analysis. Essential for any project management in English. Example, we need to set a sales baseline before we launch the new product in Texas. Practice, set a new baseline. Operational security, meaning procedures designed to protect secrets or maintain effectiveness. Application, action, this phrase is a powerful way to assert caution. Example, due to the nature of the documents, we must maintain high operational security. Practice, operational security.
Now for the Fluency Builder, a great professional phrase for confirming that everything is ready for the next step. Fluency Builder. We are ready to proceed with the next phase of the logistical profile, meaning we are ready for the next step of the plan. Using words like phase and profile makes your English sound high level, perfect for discussions in finance or government circles in Boston. Practice. Repeat after me. We are ready to proceed with the next phase of the logistical profile.
The file transfer is instant. Maya sees the document appear encrypted on her screen. The title is Project Chimera. She also sees the location data. The true target is an abandoned warehouse district near the old railway lines in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Project Chimera, a reference to a mythical beast made of parts from different animals. Does this suggest the project is a combination of different failed assets? Or a fusion of the Virginia records and the Miami financial data? What does the name Chimera signify in this operation? Let us know.
Maya quickly closes the laptop, standing up to leave. She knows the two shadows are still watching her from across the street. But as she walks past a newsstand, she sees the contact and Liam step out and start walking directly toward her.
This is no longer surveillance, this is a direct approach. Liam and the contact are closing the distance. Maya needs one final decisive action to avoid being trapped in the crowded Charlotte street.
This is it, the direct approach. Liam and the contact are closing the distance. Maya cannot be caught in the open street in Charlotte. She needs an immediate, non-confrontational reason to move quickly and escape observation.
This is the language of emergency evasion. She needs a phrase that sounds like a professional necessity, not panic.
Excuse me, Maya. We need a moment of your time regarding the logistical profile for the Knoxville assignment.
I apologize, but this is a particularly inopportune moment. I was just about to finalize a time-sensitive transaction at the bank across the street.
The assignment takes priority. We need to establish clarity on the Virginia data points now.
With all due respect, I have a fiduciary duty to complete this transfer first. I have to maintain the integrity of the capital before I can address the operational variables. I can meet you back here in 20 minutes.
20 minutes. Do not be late, Maya.
Maya used high-level financial and legal English to create an impenetrable shield. This is a masterclass in using professional jargon as a defense mechanism.
Inopportune moment. Meaning, it's a bad time. It's much more professional than saying, I'm busy, and is great for use in high-level meetings in Miami or Texas. Example, I'm sorry, that would be an inopportune moment to discuss compensation. Practice, say it with me. Inopportune moment.
Fiduciary duty, meaning a legal obligation to act in the best interest of another party, often financial. This is a heavy phrase that cannot be easily dismissed. Example, as the treasurer, I have a fiduciary duty to protect company assets. Practice, I have a fiduciary duty.
Maintain the integrity of the capital, meaning ensure the safety of the money. It sounds highly technical and justifies immediate movement. Example, before any investment, we must maintain the integrity of the capital. Practice, maintain the integrity of the capital.
Now for a fluency booster, a professional way to explain why you have to go right now. Fluency builder. This is a time-sensitive transaction, meaning the action must be completed immediately or there will be a consequence. Using this phrase makes your excuse undeniable. Practice. Repeat after me. This is a time-sensitive transaction.
Liam and the contact agree to meet in 20 minutes. But to covert operatives, that number means much more. It's a code. 20 minutes means find a secure communication channel and check the secondary server.
Why the code? Because Maya has just proved her loyalty. But Liam and the contact now need to quickly cross-reference her recent activity against the agency's records. Do you think they trust her completely after her elaborate evasion? Or is Liam setting a trap?
Maya enters the bank.
She pulls out her laptop, not for the transaction, but to access the dark web. She has to use a final, high-level English search query to find the source of the Texas Instruments phone number she memorized. If she finds a direct link to a competitor or a rival agency, her whole mission and her life is compromised.
She types her final search query into the encrypted terminal. Project Chimera. Stakeholders and fiduciary liabilities in the state of Virginia.
Maya is inside the bank. Her search query is highly specific. Notice how she uses two pieces of complex language from two different previous episodes, Project Chimera, the code name, and fiduciary liabilities, the legal shield.
This search is her last line of defense. If the phone number linked to Texas Instruments connects directly to Phoenix Innovation's rivals, she confirms Liam is an enemy asset. But if it connects to a shell company used by the US government, say in Delaware or Nevada, her whole mission is legitimate, but far more dangerous.
The phone number belongs to a holding firm in Wilmington, Delaware. The fiduciary liabilities for that firm lead directly back to a subsidiary of Project Chimera. This confirms the mission is authorized, but the secrecy is absolute. She quickly deletes her search history.
Time is up. 20 minutes are almost gone. Maya has the confirmation, but Liam and the contact are waiting outside. She must leave the bank now, prepared to either report to them or run.
Let's review the language of operational fluency. This is how you use all the advanced English you've learned to sound like a professional in control.
Imagine you are explaining the mission profile to a superior. We are going to combine phrases from episodes 3, 4, and 5 into a single cohesive statement.
Before we proceed with the Knoxville assignment, we need to establish clarity on the subject's loyalty. Due to the unforeseen circumstances at the airport, we must mitigate information asymmetry and determine the fiduciary liabilities immediately.
That sounds like a top-level operative. Practice this statement. It covers urgency, caution, analysis, and legal professionalism. All key skills for success in the American workplace, whether it's in New York City or a high-tech lab in San Diego.
Today, we cracked hidden message chat. We learned coded language, highly invested and historical designation, defense language, fiduciary duty and inopportune moment, analytical language, fiduciary liabilities, and the meaning of Project Chimera.
Maya knows the mission is real and that Liam is an authorized but highly volatile asset. She steps out of the bank and walks directly toward them, the number for the Delaware holding firm still in her mind. Is she walking into a debriefing or a trap?
Join us next time for episode 06. The Knoxville assignment begins.
That's all the time we have for Hidden Message Chat. Listen, speak, and improve your English every day with podcast.